And welcome into Bon Appetit. It's the time of the year that you might be thinking about something a little bit out of the ordinary, but something that's very southern and traditional, fried green tomatoes. But how about fried green tomatoes light? And our guest is Gary Garner, the proprietor extraordinaire of Garrett's restaurant right here in Montgomery, Alabama. And Gary, we want to let our viewers know, because you mentioned last week he was here and we did some great stuff with bread pudding. If you want any of these recipes, they can go to your website or to your email address, and you'll just answer the email, right?
Right. I'll forward a menu, a recipe.
Yeah. Go ahead. And a menu.
Maybe.
Send a menu, too, because they can see all the exciting things you have. So let's talk about this wonderful dish.
Yeah, this is, a lot of people, when they do green tomatoes, fried green tomatoes, they go a little bit overboard with them. And to make it simple, what I do is I use flour, and then egg and water, and I use Japanese breadcrumbs, panko. And Italian breadcrumbs to kind of make my own mix.
Okay, nice.
You'd like that.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. The one problem everybody always has is you got to have a dry hand and a wet hand so you don't have club fingers.
Right, right.
So whatever hand that you bread with, you don't want to put it into wet. So
good tip, because then everything I've done that, and everything sticks to you.
But then just drop it into the egg wash right here.
Okay.
So take my
the wet hand.
Wet hand right here. And you can add salt, pepper. We put grilled shrimp, marinated crab meat, and remoulade sauce. So I really don't even season the breadcrumbs. So.
Do you serve the crab meat or whatever over the fried green tomatoes? Ooh, that would be good.
And this marinated too with a tomato vinaigrette, so don't really need a lot of seasoning. I mean, you don't want to over season anyway. You can always add more, but once you bread it, it'll hold like this for a day or two.
Great,
and it's,
great.
It's crispy. It's not real soggy.
Then in just regular green tomatoes at the store, and then all you've done is slice them, but you don't do anything else to them before you start this process?
I don't do anything.
Okay, no salt and pepper, no anything. Okay.
Yeah, with the remoulade sauce is a little spicy mustard.
Hardest part of this thing is remember which hand to put in it. What?
Yeah, because you know when you mess up with the hand, because all
of a sudden you're having to change gloves.
But they come out so crispy and light, and they're not all heavy.
Boy, and that's important.
So you know what? You don't really have a whole lot of calories.
I bet you're getting calories plus just the taste, the blend of tastes. The worst thing in the world you can have is something that's overburdened. Well, either over-seasoned or over-coated,
What kind of oil?
I use an olive oil blend.
Okay.
It's 80% salad oil, canola, and 20% olive oil.
Okay.
So it's not a real strong olive oil flavor. I'm not a big olive person myself, so I like to blend.
So basically, the way you're doing this, you've got as few calories as you possibly could for something fried.
Yeah.
Right.
And coated, because that's not bad at all.
I'm going to move this out of the way so give Gary a little bit.
Okay.
Hand me the eggs there, and
then we'll let you
get. Done with that. Then he can get close. You can leave the flour over there if you like.
Okay, you just fry them.
I just want to make sure Gary can get to the fried
until they're golden brown.
To the golden brown. It takes 2 to 3 minutes depending on temperature.
Okay.
But like I said, if you had a party or somebody coming over the next day, you can bread these the night before.
Yeah,
I love that.
Jeez.
And
just leave them in the refrigerator. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's nice.
That would
we
work.
need to, while we're waiting for these to kind of brown up, we need to let people know that you're located in Montgomery on the Atlanta Highway.
Yes.
Fairly close to the Arrowhead Country Club, near the Middleline exit. They're open from Monday through Saturday.
No,
Tuesday through Saturday for dinner all those nights, and then Tuesday through Friday just for lunch. And they do take reservations, which is great. And it's just a beautiful atmosphere, great tasting food, a little bit of variety of everything.
Yeah, I do, Creole, French, Asian, and I do my own menu, so it depends what I feel like when I wake up in the morning.
Isn't that nice?
I want to change something. I'm working on a new menu right now for a little past spring, but I'm still working on a new menu to get ready to put out. So
you're also, let me compliment you, he's very strong on local.
Right.
Using things that are made in Alabama, things that are grown locally. And again, thank you to Jerry Kaiser, who is an owner and Jerry does so many
Right.
good things and has great restaurants and is just a supporter of our city in general. So we appreciate him letting you come on with
Okay,
us too.
Let's let them
Yeah.
put it onto the dish for the
Ooh,
presentation
look
before
at
we run out.
Some brown. No,
They may not be totally ready for consumption yet, but we can at least get them in, and you can see how they're going to look on a nice plate when you order them.
Oh,
I got a little opal basil, which is kind of unique basil to put on there. So, but they're light.
and you're growing your own
Mhm.
herbs there at the
Growing my-
restaurant too. So lovely.
Yeah, I'm having to pay attention to the weather and bring them in and out. So.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Now,
anymore. We're
this
warm.
is-
We're going to
yeah,
be warm.
This is just a basil oil, and it's just to give it a little flavor.
Ooh,
You just puree basil and garlic, a
nothing
little
better
olive
than a
oil.
tomato with some oil.
You can do this
Great.
yourself, but it's not as good as Gary's.
Absolutely. And we want to thank you, and we'll be right back right after this.